Why would you consider going back? I mean, I know 2 years ago you wanted to go up as highest speaker.
Yep.
Why not consider a bid for speaker?
You know, Beth's doing a good job. The caucus thinks she's doing a good job, so there's no need to, as the old term goes, changing horses in the middle of a stream. There's just no need in it. And things are working now, and so I want to be part of that team.
You haven't felt that way.
Just me, just Glenn. Glenn has not felt that way. And if, I mean, Judd wouldn't make that up, so obviously he does feel that way. I don't. And we're both probably on the same political spectrum, and I never felt that leadership or anyone in the caucus wanted me to be quiet, sit down and be quiet. I never felt that, no.
What do you think the big issues facing the caucus are, and especially as still being fairly new in this whole running?
Yes.
All the branches, the two big branches of government.
I think the number one thing that we face and all legislatures face is in times when you have a little excess money, do you spend it and then create a problem when times get tough again, or do you save it? And I think there will be a temptation amongst the General Assembly to spend the excess. And I'm sure on worthy causes. It's just that my caution is someone that's been up here 11 years, and I've seen the good times, I've seen the bad times. Well, let's be real cautious. Let's save, let's put a lot of money away in rainy day, because it rains ever so often.
Representative Maggart got a lot of flack from the outside, from NRA folks,
yes,
for having too much of an incumbent-focused entitlement idea, and obviously for her efforts when it came to the Denton parking lot. So what, if anything, have you learned from what she had to go through?
You, as a sitting incumbent, I don't care if it's city alderman or U.S. president, you don't take anything for granted. You've got to be on your game. You've got to be communicating with your voters every day, every week, every month, every year. And so you just take nothing for granted. That they'll remember I worked hard for them, and they'll remember that I fought the conservative fight for them. People are so busy they don't remember. So you just always be working to stay in contact with your district and to make sure you know and you're reflecting their values and their views.
And do you think some of that is kind of where she might have fallen short, having juggled, been juggling a lot of duties, or why is that the lesson?
I think that is probably one thing, because being caucus chairman, being in leadership is very time consuming. And if you're not careful, it can overwhelm you with your responsibilities for the caucus, and you can become, what's the word, you can maybe put your district second place, and just enough to where it can cost you an election. I'm not saying that's what happened to Deborah, but it's something you got to be mindful of.
What do you think about the prospect of Representative Casada going for a leadership position? Given that only 2 years ago he was the favorite to run against Speaker Harwell. I mean,
Sure.
What do you think of that dynamic?
Well, I think it's good. Certainly Speaker Harwell and I have worked well together, and I was for Casada when he ran for Speaker. So, we heal our wounds very quickly in the Republican Party and in our caucus, and I think you'll see us come together again. I don't sense any tensions there, and I think Glenn and Beth will work really well together and be part of a good team if he chooses to run for caucus chairman or another position and wins. I don't think there'd be any problem at all.
And what do you think on all this stuff going on?